Well, without the welding, you wouldn't have a site. Basically, it's important that the right people are in the right position, and we prove confidence in the team that we bring on site are capable of delivering the standards required.
So Bridgewater and Taunton College co-invested with EDF in this facility, which is a skills asset that is designed to replicate the work environment and also to service the Hinkley Point C skills agenda.
So the importance of today is all about demonstrating to us, the client, that you are more than capable and professional in how you go about your daily business and carry out your work.
Some of them have never been in the nuclear industry, and the standards that are required are the highest.
Nuclear welding is obviously top of the class in terms of standards. EDF expectations are safety culture and quality. If you get the safety right and you get the quality right, the productivity will just flow. They both go hand in hand.
It gives them a confidence and a background knowledge prior to going on site, so that when they hit the site running, there isn't going to be an issue because we've dealt with it.
They're being taught and set up to succeed, so we're really setting up this team of workers rather than hoping that they would succeed. We know that they're actually going to succeed.
What we're going to do next, we're going to get geared up, go down to the site, and we're going to start the mock-up procedure and take you through there. What we've got in the background is the mock-up area, which basically is an area that we've identified which replicates what it looks like on certain parts of the unit. So we're trying to create the same kind of conditions for the welders to work in, so that they're not going to face any shocks or surprises when they arrive at site. Yeah, it was to try and create a real-life environment where, you know, you've got the Bristol Channel wind blowing up your trousers when you lay down doing a weld.
We've got an inspection crew down there with us today. They're going to be inspecting the work that we've done so far. Then we'll get the bylaw inspector. He then comes in and inspects the work, and once he's happy, that's when we can weld.
So obviously we've got all the correct permits to works, alright, so we've got the hot work permit, you've all gone through that yesterday and signed on to that. Mechanical hazards, obviously we've got all the guards in place for the grinders and so forth.
So from the safety brief, we've brought the team out on site. Again, we've had another look round to do their own individual safety. Everything that we do here now is from the ITP, and it's step by step the process to completion of that weld. It's not only done once. On this occasion here, you've got 10 in a sump, so that'll be the same procedure 10 times on each sump. And then when we go back on site, it's exactly the same process. The guys are getting set up in the mock-ups.
And it's critical that that angle and that gap is absolutely perfect in order to get the correct penetration.
Making mistakes, yeah, and then go on the job and everything should be all right.
Everyone's coming up with new ideas, we're all taking everything in, it's going great.
This is the end product.
As the welder finishes his weld, it is then checked for quality, and then the dye penetrant is taken place, and then the weld is verified.
All welding on this site will be subject to some non-destructive testing. Virtually all welding is subject to surface inspection and visual inspection, and then a vast majority of welds will also be subject to either sampled or 100% volumetric testing. This will normally be radiography or ultrasonics. It's important that the welders offer up the best weld they can and to try and make sure it's compliant before they hand it over to NDT. EDF Energy have created a guidance document for contractors undertaking welding works on Hinkley Point site. This is based on experience from previous EPRs and also our experience so far at Hinkley Point. It contains relevant good practice that, if followed, should make welding works easier to undertake on site.
It probably goes without saying that if we don't keep records of everything that we do out there on the site, and it includes welds, radiographs, paperwork, signatures, when we've built this station we could build the best station in the world, but we wouldn't be able to open it. It's as brutal as that.
Basically, the ITP is our working Bible, and we work through that for the lifetime documents. So on completion of the works, it's vital that all LTQRs are signed, sealed and delivered so that they create the records for the next 60 years.
The permit to work system is strict on your oil and gas and energy from waste, but on the nuclear it's top notch, you know, so you've got to learn how to go through the system, and once you get it set in here, it goes right on the site.
If we get them on site and they don't know what we're looking for, it will be too late. We need to get them started early upstream such that we can deliver successfully on site.
People may come in here and think, well, I know it all. Yeah, they probably do, but this is different. You know, what they expect from here on the site to where anywhere else you may be been. I guarantee we'll be a lot more stricter in that sense. And, so you will learn in any industry. We'll learn by coming down here or doing some sort of course beforehand, getting them ready for out there.
See, it's the first time I've ever done this. Normally I would just go down and do a trade test and start site, you know, but here you get to know everybody and you're learning new things all the time, you know, which is really good for us.
It's been very beneficial because it's good to know the procedures and what the inspectors expect from the welders, you know. It's before we're getting the job. Because if you go on a job dry, then, you know what we kind of expect, but each job has its different specification. And with this being a nuclear site, it's a little bit higher than probably what we're used to, you know.
To come up here and practice before we go on site, we know that the job's going to be done right. And we've made sure everything's bang on here, so we can take everything from the training onto the site.
What you see here is a training programme. Not only do we make sure that everything's right, we have an interaction with everyone and we build up a good team bond. Everyone can be a fool for a minute, but we don't want to be a fool for life. So ask the question and we get the answers. And that's what it's like. It's a lot of communication that we need to be working together.
The basic knowledge and standards required is very important before they come to site, that they understand what's expected. Then when we go out there, we deliver to those standards.
And that's the ultimate aim, to make sure that we get the best in class welders on this project.